All right, what is up, Kitsunekon? We are here with Corey Yee.
Yo.
We just got done fighting, so
Yes.
we should be good to do recording.
It's pretty rough, but
yeah, we're
we
fine.
both came out
Everything's
better.
cool.
Yeah.
We're getting along now. Everything's fine,
Yeah.
so we should be fine. But no, I appreciate you taking the time to
Yeah,
kind of
of
sit down
course.
and talk a few minutes. So far, we're kind of like day 2 at Kitsunekon. How's the
Yeah.
experience been so
It's
far?
been great. Honestly, everyone I've met has been so kind and like welcoming and generous with their time, and
Yeah.
it's always really nice to meet people and just talk about what we love.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, who do you hate the most that's here? I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm sitting right next. No, just kidding.
We went over this. We fought. And I
We
thought we were
fought,
fine.
it's
We're
okay.
fine. Like, all right, no, no, but I like that. So for you, like, how long have you been doing kind of like conventions and?
Yeah, I mean, I was doing conventions basically since last year, so I've
Okay.
just started kind of doing them a little bit more. I've been able to do basically already more than I did last year, this year, which is great.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Kitsunekon is definitely not a part of like it's all great, it's all amazing, and it's like
Yeah.
it's all part of that whole thing where it's like this is just amazing to be here.
Yeah, and for people that are like will watch this at later dates, kind of like recap like kind of like your career start to like what's gotten you to like where you're at today.
Yeah, I mean, so like I relatively speaking, I haven't been doing voiceover for as long. So like I was really starting to do professionally in like 2019, but like I had been kind of dabbling before that, and like, but that was the year I was like really serious. Like this is now
Yeah.
my life. And like quitting all my other stuff before that, and giving all that up. So that's kind of how it's been, but it's been really good. And honestly, since the pandemic had started, it was just like really nose to the grindstone, just doing
Yeah.
as much work as I could, and in whatever ways were possible. So, yeah.
What's since you kind of like 2019 to today, what to you has been like a really fun project to work on, like for you, like professionally?
I mean, it's hard not to say, Genshin Impact, but and that is definitely one of my top ones. Of course,
Yeah.
the one I'm probably the most known for. But Ghostwire Tokyo was the first game that I had ever been the lead character on.
Okay.
And like basically throughout the whole game, and it's like a AAA game, and doing all that. So that was really like a really amazing experience. And I worked with Chris Zimmerman Salter on that one, and she's a really well-known director and really incredible to work with. So
That's
was
awesome.
one of my most meaningful projects as well.
That's awesome. And I know when it comes to like voice acting and video game work, they're done pretty differently, like in terms of like some of the recording process.
Yeah, I mean, like, for the video game, voiceover-wise, it's not terribly different across the board, but of course when you're dubbing versus
Right.
video games that are also dubbing or original, like there's definitely a lot of different
Yeah.
like factors there, but really it all comes down to acting.
Right.
And that's always the baseline that carries us through everything, regardless of the techniques or the technical skills.
Yeah. Now, have you played yourself in your
I've played
games yet?
myself so many times
Okay,
in
just-
the past.
okay.
No, but I played as myself. Yeah, definitely in Genshin, I played the majority of the characters in the game.
Right.
And then, of course, my playable character, Goro, and then I played through Ghostwire all the way through, which is great.
Yeah.
And I try to at least dabble in a few of the games that I'm
Yeah.
in. Obviously, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah,
'cause
depending
there's
on
just, like so many, and like sometimes
Once you
you're
start
not-
racking up stuff,
yeah,
it's like,
sometimes you're not in the
okay.
start of the game either.
Right,
so
you're
you gotta
like
get
20
through.
hours in, you're like, all right, let me
It's
just
like
get
I'm
this
finally
one
here. But yeah, I mean, I do try to, if it's a game that I would like to play,
Yeah.
then I usually try to at least check it out.
Yeah. Is there like a genre of like maybe game or like a genre of like voiceover work that like you haven't been able to get into yet, but like if given the opportunity, like you would love to be able to kind of like test the creative
Genre
juices?
of game, it's not exactly a genre, but I want to be more husbandos. That's what I would like to be.
Okay.
Yeah, just like smooth talking, good looking guys, way better looking than I am, and like just like, oh, hello there, that kind
Get
of
that,
stuff.
I mean, yeah, if you want to get,
Yeah.
you can get real in there and just kind of like get real.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. So like, get this guy some more of those roles.
Thank you.
Book him and stuff. Do you ever like try to have fun with people that like maybe like are like friends of yours that are familiar with like maybe some of the work that you've done, but like throw them a surprise and like have them play a game you're in and see how long it takes them to notice that it's your voice and
I
like
don't
call
think
them out on it?
I don't think I've ever suggested a game to be like, oh, you should totally play this game for no reason. Like I've never done that before.
Yeah.
But sometimes people, friends even are like, that was you? Like that doesn't sound anything like you. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So like that can be
That's
fun.
the
That,
point.
that's a fun
Yeah.
thing to even when characters are basically my normal speaking voice. Sometimes they sound different just
Yeah.
because it's like they're a different person, you know.
Right,
Their
yeah.
attitude's completely different from how I would normally speak.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a thing too that's fun to experience.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Us dude. So he's pretty different. I can give like one line. It's kind of loud. So
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I will
Yeah.
just back off a little bit. It's behold, the abyss has come. So that's like pretty different
Okay.
from my normal speaking voice.
Okay. You ever want to just do that all full time though? Like, you know, like
Sometimes
walk into a room and like Corey has arrived.
greetings. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I should do that more often.
Yeah, once in a while, you know, just
Yeah.
kick open a door and just
Yeah.
announce yourself.
I'm
to the
usually
room,
not
you know?
that bombastic, but
I'll do it in front of you. Like next time
Okay,
you're going to a
yeah.
room, just let me know. I'll kick in the door. And then
Yeah,
can
you
just-
kick in and
I'll
I
kick it
just
in, then you can just go there
announce
and just-
myself.
Yeah, and then we should be fine.
Okay, good.
Do you have like main any projects coming up that you can talk about? Obviously, of course, that people should like keep their eyes out for, or things they should be looking.
It's tricky because I don't know for sure, but there are some shows that I'm on that have been announced for future seasons, and I hope that I'll be able to be in them because
Okay.
that's not always the case. But that's about all I can say.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah. And then just kind of want to make sure any like main websites, socials, please.
Yeah,
people
I mean,
can-
Twitter is probably the best way to follow me on social media. It's just Corey Yee, Coryee, and then on Twitch as well. It's the same thing, just my name,
Okay.
first and last name, and yeah, I stream on Twitch, and then you can follow me on Twitter for the nothing that I post all the time.
Got it.
It's great.
So Twitch to watch you stream, and then
Twitter for the nothing.
Twitter for nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Just kind of the endless
Yeah,
void.
it's
of
really good.
Your thoughts.
Yeah, there's
and
so much nothing on
aspirations
there.
and
It's
dreams.
great.
Okay. No, I like that.
I try to post, but you know,
There's a lot of
it's
there's a
just-
lot of different socials now.
Yeah,
and,
it's too much.
Yeah, is Twitch like for people that are like curious to know? A lot of people like watching on Twitch. Do you like play games?
Yeah,
or, like, what's kind of
so
the-
I'll play Genshin every other week or so, and then I try to do. I try to play Tears of Theme as one of Hoyo's other games, where I add voices to the husbandos in the game. It's like
Okay.
a dating otome game.
Oh, okay.
But like, there's no English dub for it. It's just in
Right.
Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. Chinese being the original. So I add the English.
Oh,
dub
very
to
cool.
it, just for funsies.
I like that.
And then I've been playing Diablo 4, and like I did a little bit of Mass Effect before. I did
Great
Paper
game.
Mario,
Oh, that's a
just
good
like
one.
games that I love. Where I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I need a comfort game. You know,
yes.
that it's like, and then maybe and people can hang out.
Yeah, sometimes it's needed.
Yeah. So that's like what I do. Whatever. There's no schedule, so I don't know.
Yeah, but still follow the man.
Do it.
Yeah, and then any final message to like kind of Kitsunekon people in general, fans of yours, things, any message you
I mean,
wanna-
like, Danny and I were asked a question earlier today about like just like why Green Bay, you know, and it's because we were invited and we're so like graciously invited, and we're
Yeah.
so thankful, I think, just to be here and to meet people and to come to a place that maybe we wouldn't have been to otherwise, and like knowing that this great place is here has been an amazing experience. So I'm just grateful and thank you for having me.
Yeah, and for everyone, make sure you follow this man at what we just mentioned and future conventions. Please attend and support where possible, and come to Kitsunekon so you can see more amazing guests every
Yeah.
year. We appreciate you.
Thank you.